Brown the Beyblade, he's got the RC, but no!
Oh, the 6H!
Almost didn't make it happen, but look at that!
Again.
Look at Hotashi! Talk to it! Talk to me!
My name is Hotashi, and these are the matches that made me.
So yeah, once again, TERESA here from Tokyo, Japan, one of the best jam players in the world. No stranger to US soils, come over for many, many tournaments at this point. Had a lot of really good placings.
So, let me tell you something about TERESA. TERESA, like, if you've ever met, like, you know, Japanese players, like, you know, Daigo, Tokido, you know, Bonchan, mostly, like, close-knit, quiet, respectful, like, they come to get business done, right? But TERESA is more like us. He wears his emotions on his shoulder, and he's very passionate about Guilty Gear and fighting games, and he really wants to win and, you know, find glory just like the rest of us. And TERESA comes to America and messes up all of us in XrD. So this was kind of close to like the height of XrD's popularity. This CEOTAKU was getting close to the end, right? Because Guilty Gear Strive had been announced at EVO that year, and you know, we were looking forward.
That is bullshit!
It was me and TERESA in winners finals. We both beat everybody, right? I can't remember the last time I beat TERESA. This winners finals, it was like so intense because TERESA was really feeling the pressure.
Hotashi was ready, he's feeling it!
Alright. Alright, it looks like TERESA's kind of having like some issues dealing with Hotashi's pressure and the pressure from the crowd as well.
Hotashi is feeling it 100%.
So, and this has happened a couple different times. I got the headphones on, I'm like, oh my god, what was that? When people are really, really under pressure, like, you know, humans tend to do extraordinary things, or sometimes weird things. And sometimes they break under the pressure, right? Like, you work your 9 to 5, and you just can't. I mean, there was one dude, I was working like IT at this like little computer shop, and my coworkers were giving me so much trouble, and I punched a hole through the wall. Like, the pressure is really on, right? It happens to everybody. But when I see it coming from somebody right next to me, even that takes me, it really was a shock to my system. And we were almost completely evenly matched. I think it went to like game 5, and I like barely lose, and then TERESA, I don't know, he, it was like something out of Dragon Ball. He like slams the ground like he had like just won the tournament.
Doesn't get OS.
Oh my god! Ryujin! Could OTG jump block on the jump 2K! Hotashi still alive! And the jump 2K closes it out! And TERESA explodes! The crowd...
Even though, you know, I was like, you know, good games, well done, I knew I was gonna come back in that grand finals. And grand finals, oh my god, the drama.
As everyone knows.
He's trying to focus. He's trying to think of what did I do those last 3 games, and let me not do what I was doing those first 2 games.
I mean, he could just like psych out TERESA again and then just run it back again, and then just do it again.
Yeah.
Some people say like, oh, like, you know, it's like out of an anime. Like, you ever watch like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and you don't know what the enemy's power is. People say I have a power when if I talk to you and start a conversation and you talk back, it like triples my power against you in the next match or something outrageous, right?
Right through.
And you love how he went from one side of the screen to the other, still wall splatted, still got a full confirm.
There was a time when, you know, I was serious about winning, and then, you know, like, you win enough grand finals or top 3s or this or that or money matches, and you gain enough respect, all of a sudden, to me, winning or having like that killer instinct, like nothing matters except for winning, don't talk to me, like, this is not something that matters to me. So I'm always talkative, I'm always cheerful, I'm always make my jokes and fool around.
Right, there's a bracket reset, and TERESA's just like, he's not having it.
Yeah.
Hotashi with two cups of water. Wait. Very sportsmanlike. Making sure his opponent's not dehydrated.
Yep.
There's no excuses that like, hey, I didn't have my water. I was feeling kind of hot. Hotashi's like, I want you to be at your max comfiness when I beat you.
So when it was like a whip, like a cameraman. I was like, I turned in like 1 or 2 games before, like, can we get some water? Because it was been a long set, right? But the water was not really for me. It was for TERESA. Because I knew TERESA was going through it. And TERESA is my friend. And I was getting really, like, when we were going to the reset, I was like, okay, let's get the water, because I don't want him to, like, pass out or something. I was serious. I'm really looking out for him. I'm not trying to, weaken him or anything like that. He makes this expression that's like, he drinks the water and then he got poisoned. He's like, ugh. Like, it was so funny. That's just how much stress he's going through, I guess.
No, OTG.
2D knockdown. Let's see what happens here. Hotashi doesn't fight.
And TERESA closed it out in the crowd erupts.
I think during that last scramble, Hotashi thought the grenade would explode, giving him the combo, and he would have won.
But winning, what is winning? Winning for me is just glory. Win or lose, ride or die. Yeah, I don't have to win. I just want to be there in that moment. That's all I want to feel. So to me, I had already won. Yeah, the money's nice, but whatever. That's what jobs are for.
There's the back. That's trying to bait some.
He tried it.
I made a mistake on like what the conversion from jam was going to be. I had kind of like lost my head a little bit because that counter hit, it's like shell shock. Like, oh my god, I got hit by this crazy, like the move where she flies across the screen and she kicks. That move it's a DP move. Fully invincible the whole way through. If you get hit by it, you're probably gonna die in one hit. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was the last round, and I didn't know what combo was gonna come. I didn't know if I was gonna die, like anything. I had bad bursts all set, and in that last moment, it was no different. It happens. Mistakes happen.
Oh, it's over! TERESA takes it! CEOTAKU 2019!
I think it went to like game 9, game 10. And even I was getting stressed out because TERESA was screaming. Like you could see the sweat coming off his forehead. Like it was intense. It's very memorable. It's definitely one of the best matches of GGXrD, and people talk to me all the time about that. Oh man, I love that match against TERESA. It's like, even though I didn't win the tournament, I felt like, I won something. That's what really made it for me as a fighting game player. Like, I don't need to win. I just want to be, part of it, part of the spectacle.
TERESA is your champion! TERESA takes it over Hotashi in an extremely close set. And the crowd is chanting for their champion.
Yo, everyone's standing up. I don't think I've seen so many people get hyped for TERESA.
TERESA just basking in the glory right now.
Oh God. Rejected. Oh my, dude, instant kills are invincible? Instant kills are invincible. What the hell's with that guy?
So this is gonna be old in GGXrD lore. Maximilian was playing, video games on a stream as he often does. He had a net play lobby open in Guilty Gear GGXrD, and Max loves biking. Max loves Guilty Gear, and he was just taking, viewer battles just from anybody. Anybody can join, which is a luxury given it's hard to just play with streamers nowadays, right? So I joined the lobby, and I played this character called Elf Valentine, and I was really good. And I Suppose I inadvertently bully Maximilian, who is just like, you know, a serious enthusiast, but not like a serious player, right? So I beat him up, I instant kill him. I wasn't intending on making him feel bad or trolling him. I just wanted to play my one match and then go, right? So I instant kill him, and then I leave, and he's like, whoa, what was that about? I got instant killed, and then he left.
How did that work? My God, look how hard I have to work for my damage. Sweet Jesus. I deserve this. I deserve this for playing this game. I deserve it.
So then there's another player that sits down on the net play cab after me, and it's a Slayer player, and that really sets Maximilian off like crazy. But people don't remember that. They remember me instant killing them, and then for some, like, they missed the part where, you know, the Slayer player makes Max angry. So it's me who killed Guilty Gear, because that's the clip that survived, right? If you look at, you know, search on YouTube, Hotashi killed Guilty Gear, or IK Maximilian, you'll see the clip, right? So that's where the story killed Guilty Gear came from.
Wow. Well, I didn't even think about that.
2018, 2019, 2020 didn't happen, obviously. And now in 2021, 3 straight years, you and I are commentating a SonicFox Grand Finals at EvoFGC.
That's how you know they're good. But here we go. Grand Finals, Guilty Gear Strive, Evo Online 2021 Grand Finals.
SonicFox enters Evo Online 2021. They had been at top of the scene with Leo Whitefang. They were no slouch, period. One of the strongest. I make it to Grand Finals against them, and I know a lot is on the line, because if SonicFox wins this, they're gonna talk trash forever. SonicFox did not like Guilty Gear Strive Season 1 very much. How they didn't even like the game, they didn't even care about the game, yet they still came to our game, our scene, and beat all of us, right? So I knew I had to do something. It was time for Nagoriyuki. I had to believe. And it showed. SonicFox was coming from losers. I was in winners. I had to close it out, right? And then SonicFox gets a game. And the version of the game where we were playing on had additional latency. And you know, Leo Whitefang has this back turn thing where he does like high-low mix-up. Yeah, I'm blocking that with a, you know, 2 or 3 added frames of delay. And I just get in my own head. I say, oh my God, I can't block it. I can't block it.
The mix-up, I can't block. So what then? Hey, relax. We're not done.
So I'm streaming this on my own Twitch at the time, right? You know, you gotta get your clout. And I see flying through my chat, I'm not making this up, Mike Ross, Mike Ross. And he says, remove can't from your vocabulary.
Mike Ross? Mike Ross? Eliminate can't from my vocabulary? Alright, fine. I can do it.
Yeah, and I mean, you can start to feel the shift. I think in the beginning of this set, right, Hotashi looked really strong, and just, you know, the way Hotashi was playing was excellent. Now you can start to see the cracks, right? Like, it's starting to be like, uh-oh. Yeah.
And after that, I clean it up. I block the mix, and I take out SonicFox.
Looking for the Beyblade. The Fugio backdash! Had a chance! How did it work? That was it! He could have just hit the backdash, but now they have a chance. SonicFox with offense here has me. There's the backdash from Hotashi!
You know, the social climate of the scene would be very different if not for me winning that set, right? And then after that, I guess that's what kind of made me as a content creator. I was able to get so much viewership, so much, you know, aggregation that I was able to quit my job and take streaming and content creation full time. People loved my energy. I got a sponsorship from like Moist Critical. Like everybody saw that. I saved Guilty Gear. It's a joke, but I mean, kind of.
Bow!
Tell him what you think.
My son just rocked out the Evo 2021 Championship!
It's the only reason why I can do anything.
Getting into this before then. Look at that. No coast, no kings. The combo breaker. They know what's good out here. We talking about the Midwest. I'm sorry, the Mid-Best. The best tournaments out here in this area. So you don't need to come through and come through correct.
I've been playing fighting games for a long time. Mostly as a casual. But when I heard that Guilty Gear Xrd was coming out in 2015, that's when I decided to take it super, super serious. And I would train, learn combos, learn setups, watch the footage from Japanese arcades and I don't know, whatever 88p, whatever pixelated nonsense they had. I was there watching, training. And my character, Elfelt Valentine, she was a brand new character. So I had to make all my tactics, all my combos from nothing. But there was somebody else in North America playing her, LostSoul. And LostSoul was also an unknown factor. And that's when we became rivals. Because I was very good with Elfelt and at Xrd, but LostSoul was better. LostSoul would win the tournaments.
Yeah, and the high was too telegraphed, gets the burst hard baited, and LostSoul is your CEO 2019 Xrd champion.
LostSoul would beat the Japanese player.
He's got him! That is it! LostSoul with the upset eliminates Nage!
LostSoul would do this, LostSoul would do that. So what do people say? Oh, LostSoul's the best, LostSoul's this. Hotashi just sits in LostSoul's shadow. For years, I dealt with that. That's the storyline of, that was a big storyline in Xrd. And there was a time when I was the better Elfelt, LostSoul was the better Elfelt. It took me more time, but I would say by the end of Xrd, we were pretty equal, right? So going into Strive, this was year one. LostSoul was still playing Strive, very good, not the best, still a threat, very much so. And then there's this character that came out called Happy Chaos. I don't even know where to start. He was very strong. You know, DLC characters, then you know, like Tekken 7. You remember Leroy, Falcon Rom, Geese Howard. Like, oh my God, people crying, complaining, all of they're so strong. There's, you know, we see this character all the time on stream, blah, blah, blah. Well, there's a reason why. It's because they're very good. And Happy Chaos was the same.
You have AutoZone with the close projectile. You have the Fukio behind that, but you have to wait for the gap to happen like that. And unfortunately, he didn't set his foot in a top 8. What's wrong with you?
Bro, we had so much time! You had so much time! I'm so sorry, Hotashi.
It's been a bit. You forgot that you have to set your buttons. And because you're sitting at home in your undies, and it's the same layout for almost 2 years.
I have a controller mishap, right? I have my button set wrong. And I think I can pause the game to resolve that issue, but I did it at the wrong time. So I am issued a game loss. I instantly go down one game, and then I feel myself getting tilted. I lose another. I'm like, okay, it's time to buckle down.
And chip damage going.
One touch situation right here.
Oh, nice. Recognize that the clone was there, so just got away. And yeah, that jumping S was too high up, right? So
you're nutting each other. Yeah. That was good.
So I win the first game that I need to reverse 3-0, right? And then the second game, I almost lose like so fast because Nagoriyuki, he has this mechanic where if he if he uses too many specials, like he blows up, right? That happens. I make the critical mistake. I'm losing all my life. I almost get completely one shot. And LostSoul makes this one mistake. He drops the combo. And I know that's my chance.
Oh, it's just barely not gonna kill. God! One touch. You gotta use barrier. You don't have choice at this point. The FD's
From 0 life, I run that round all the way back, and something just comes over me. I make the set 2-2, and I jump up out of my chair and I walk over to LostSoul like, you better have taken that game. You better have taken that game. You need that game. And he stands up with me. He gets in my face, and I'm like, oh shit. It was like something out of, you know, WWE, right? I'm not gonna say like I love attention, right? But when the crowd is roaring, when you know you walk up on stage and they cheer for you, when you win the match and then they yell Hotashi, like, you know, I feel like a hero. It was like you had people in the crowd going like, It's 2-2. It's 2, and I know this is my chance.
Can keep you out.
Oh, the air throws have just been immaculate from Hotashi this set so far. Like, even when he was down 2-0, he was still getting several different air throws, which were kind of putting him back in the game. And
oh, 6 each on the first. Your next match will count with the red RC. That's the victory. You can't get away.
No escape.
From LostSoul, and about to be the winner if you can find that hit.
No, was unable to do it. Just a bit too low to the ground. The Beyblade, he's got the RC, but no, there it is, the 6H. Almost didn't make it happen, but look at that.
Again.
Look at Hotashi.
I make it 2-3, and I felt like the biggest hero, because Happy Chaos is the villain character, right? And I'm right there on stage beating him, beating the villain, and I felt so strong. But even then, I still had to give LostSoul a hug, because you know it ain't no bad blood, right? Crazy, it's crazy. You know, that was it was a great year of Strive that first year.
That's how we started off. Look at the crowd. You don't get this online. You get weirdos in Twitch chat saying weird things. Here, offline, you get the cheers, all right? This is different. This is what offline is about.
It's going to be to interrupt that. I'm expecting a lot of 5Ps, far S's before we even get to the air dash range, and a proper way to deal with antidepressant scale.
I had made, you know, top 8 at Evo is one of the most prestigious achievements, the ultimate achievement. There's so many players that have never had that accomplishment. Getting there to the grand finals in the arena at the Mandalay Bay is amazing. You know, when people are walking out, Umisho, Leffen, Tempest, Peppery Splash, Slash, Bean, like, these are the best of the best of the best.
Out our top 8 for Guilty Gear Strive, Hotashi!
I was the one who was cheered for it above all. And that makes me feel so amazing, you know? It feels earned. There's another amazing player that I forgot to mention in that top 8. Daru. Daru is the best. Daru is a beast. Daru is somebody who I have never beat. Is somebody who a lot of players can say they've never beat Daru. They've never even come close. GGXrD, Strive, whatever. So it was me and Daru fighting for 4th place.
Just the fact that the Hotashis, Nagariyuki is so nice, but here we go, Ino versus Nago, game number 1 on loser's side.
Like me and Daru, we stay together every Evo, and we play, what, 100, 200, 300 games. And usually it's Daru's favorite because Ino is so obscure relative to other characters in the country, right? But somehow, this set, I don't know what happened. I just activated it.
Who finishes the string and burst available. And yeah, that's a rough spot to burst. Pressure looks good. No meter here from Hotashi, but he's got blood to work with the throw. OTG doesn't kill, but chip is a big problem from Daru. Oh, and
the note, and you can see Hotashi feeling himself. He really likes to pick up steam in some of these situations.
I was blocking everything, fuzzy mashing, catching Daru mashing, winning in neutral, getting counter hits, you know, really doing it with Nagariyuki, right?
Great advantage. Look at that. If you dodge the no, wow, what a slip.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, you know, I was going to say the note game so far has been played expertly from Daru. He's really navigated incredibly well in every scenario except right there where Hotashi just sent it.
Goes for instead. Gold burst successful. Far S once again gets the meter, and that will be that. Hotashi takes out Daru Ino and stays alive in the bracket.
And somehow I won that set. That is the one time I'll ever say I beat Daru. And it was a good way to win. 2 down, 3 more to go before I get to grand finals. And I know I can beat everybody there. I didn't, but I knew I could do it. I got Tempest down, I got Daru down, and then it will be Slash, Leffen, and Umisho. And I knew I had Umisho's number. I know everything that goes through that girl's head. As a player, I'm probably the person that had the biggest chance of beating her that weekend. But I lost to Slash. It's okay, it happens. It was a great set, but honestly, the reason why I remember it is this funny moment when we're walking off the cameraman in the audience catches us walking off the stage. You know, like when you're walking back to the locker room, you give your teammate a pat on the butt, right? He does that, and I don't know why production kept the camera on us, so they could see that. I don't know, that's just what friends do, you know? My butt's not that big.
But what a run from Daru, right? I mean, playing a character that I think a lot of people know is tough to pilot, right? It's not easy to make it with a character like Ino this far in the tournament, but makes it to 5th place here at Evolution alongside Peppery Splash.
I turned it off. I couldn't watch. I was like, this is so bad. This is not how you play the character. Naoko cannot get in. Like, yes, if he gets in, I'm screwed, obviously. But he can't. He just can't. It's so hard to get in. You know what it feels like? No.
Me and Latif talk a lot of trash. Latif, if y'all didn't know, is definitely one of the best fighting game players in the world. All the way from Street Fighter 4. No, not Street Fighter 4. From Guilty Gear XX.
That's an overhead, right?
Yeah, that's an overhead, and Latif takes it.
That's a perfect, isn't it?
Looks like it.
When he was living here for college and some other stuff, and then went back home, you know, got a job, so on, so on. I issued a challenge to Latif when he was talking some trash, right? I said, let's money match. And you know what? He said yes. He took it mad serious. So me and Latif, we hit up Yipes. And Yipes, you know, Yipes brings the energy, right? We tell Yipes, we want to do this money match and we want to do it real. $1,000.
A champion challenges the whole North America. A champion stepping up to the challenge. Reversal in the Warriors Den presents Sodium.
Sitting down for a money match with a player that good, that strong. I genuinely have, when we're both so good and have so many accolades, I have no clue how the set is gonna go. None. And that pressure is something I haven't felt since then. This money match, I've been training for like a whole month leading up to it. Training on how Zato works, the matchup, like every little interaction, adaptation in the set. And I didn't know how it was gonna go, but that money was on the line, right? And not just my money, there was a lot of people's money. Like Giuna, like Anime Illuminati, had like 1,500 riding on me of all people, right? First to 15, out of the gate, I take the first game.
First blood! Hotashi, not playing no games, surrounded.
I can really do this. I had been expecting to get washed, like, I don't know, 15-4, but that's not the way it went. I go up a game, Latif gets a game. I get a game, Latif gets a game. I always stay ahead in the set, but Latif is always climbing back.
We got 100 tension. Oh, you're not blocking everything, bro.
Focus coming on. And there we go. For the first time in the set, Yipes. And at the final moment, it's Latif taking the lead.
14-13. That's when Latif finally takes the lead. And then it gets real.
Oh no!
I didn't even notice that wrist meter was
14-14. I come back. It's the last game. I talked about being an excerpt player 2014, 2015. This was 7 years later in 2022. In those 7 years, there was a time where I was a very anxious player, right? Because I felt like I had a lot to prove. You know, nobody knew me in the scene. Nobody respected me. Nobody respected my character. Nobody respected my tactics. Not even people at my locals respected me. So when I'm playing in tournament, or when I'm playing, you know, for money, I don't get nervous. The nerves don't happen to me. They don't exist. I literally have iron nerves. It had been a really late night, and if y'all were staying up watching that money match, y'all got my respect. But it was worth it.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that was some good ass shit. Yo, that literally went to the last game.
That was the best set I have seen in this game, and I don't think we'll ever top this set.
Because that was one of the best Guilty Gear Strive matches we had ever had at that point. It is probably the best match, you know? The best singular match between two players. You know, not to eat my own behind, right? But I think that was the best Guilty Gear Strive set we had.